for Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
15-yard line.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. He will push his way down to about the 14.
He was brought down by
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Sam Sloan.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, that feels like an old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Washington now out of the gun. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. steps away to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jeez. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Simba Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it down.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
To number 12,
Van Jefferson. 73 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Rams 14, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Cole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Hill, incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 10-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Rams 17. Chiefs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Listen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On 1st down, gone. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
Two
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
One of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better.
And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Robert Woods, 52 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, watch the yellow. Shoot, watch the shoot.
They'll run. It's Washington. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check three. Ric Flair. He's got it torn out. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Goff on first down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 76. Goff on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? On second and 10, Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30.
They are not ready for
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On the run, he'll got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down past the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 34. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
4-yard line.
First down throw, gone. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff throwing again. Locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got it. Touchdown. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A 6-yard.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mayfield on first down. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long for Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brought down by John Johnson. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Rams 26.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's brought down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 16-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. To the air again. Goff. They'll get this one to Cup complete.
You see zone defense, and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might want to do just some tough coverage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Goff. And this is caught at the end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. Cuts up the football. And they're going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to
22. Browns 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. And
down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Mayfield. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they'll burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And all the way up to the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
He's taken down behind
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Flush to his right. That will be incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Sloman on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
To Austin Hooper.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
15 yards. 1st down, Browns.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Hunt. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same...
And he takes this one in for a Browns score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Browns 20. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return comes Webster. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Henderson. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for an L.A. Rams. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a give to Henderson. They find it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed Pooch.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Goff. And fires one incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Well, big play there. Goff to cut. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
B.J. Goodson made the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They run. Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, They adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Jamie Gillen down. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.